after them as a thief.
Cried after them as a thief, because that's all the so-called white man know how to do, is steal everything. And then he'll patrol around the store when you go in the store as if you finna take something, but he done stole every damn thing he got. And said he ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't do that. I work for what I got. I work for what I got.
Race, brother.
You see? I work for what I got. That's the way they think. But they done stole, rape, rob, and murder and stole everything they got. You see? But if you point the finger at them and go into true history, they'll say, well, I ain't had no part of that. That wasn't me. Shit, it was your ancestor, and you benefiting off your ancestor. You see? Go ahead.
To dwell in the clefts of the rock of the valleys, in caves of the earth.
To dwell in the cliffs of the rocks. So that's why they like climbing mountains. That's why they in the mountain climbing. Because they was in there for 1,000 years in the mountains. You see? And that's why they got a movie called Mount Everest. You see? That's the condition they was in before they was raised up. You see? After we fell, one of the strongholds in 1453, when we were ruling in Istanbul, or Turkey, when we fell, and then when King James them, the stewards, fell, they were married up into the rulership, and here they go today, ruling America and ruling everywhere else. Starting with the Rothschilds, the bankers on down. You see? The slaves owners. And the so-called Jews had a major part in the transatlantic slave trade. But they'll say, I ain't had nothing to do with that. That wasn't my ancestor. You stole everything you got. That's why we pushed you up in the mountains the first time, and when you got free, and the Heavenly Father raised you back up, you stole everything you got right now. And then when you go in the store, when the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans go in the store, so-called white man, or they got the camera focused, zooming in on you as if you the thief, and then they'll check your money. It's all fake. That's Federal Reserve note. Real money is gold and silver. It tell you that in Genesis 13th chapter. Go ahead.
It says, this is 1 Peter 4 and 5. Who shall give an account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead?
Well, for me, but you want to tell that man that.
It says,
it ain't for him. It ain't for him neither.
It says,
you didn't say
it says, 1 Peter.
All right, the reason why he's stopping over here, because you right there. That's the reason why he right there, because you right there. Because you over here. Really, he finna get on down the street. As soon as you get on down the street, he gonna go. But really, since I said that, that magnified that I was right. Because that's what he doing. He walking away. He over here because you over here. Then this ain't for you. Like I said, get on down the street.
Why are you saying it's not for me? It's about the Bible.
Come on, check it out.
Because you're an Edomite. You're an Edomite.
Check this out.
Because I'm a white?
Go ahead. Hey, remember he came in and said, he said that ain't for y'all to judge, right? Check this out. 1 Peter 4 and 5. Who shall give an account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that we might be judged according to men in the flesh.
So we can judge. So we read that again.
Exactly.
This not for you, man. See, I didn't even want to engage this idiot. I didn't even want to engage this idiot. See, because what it was, he was down there, you know what I'm saying, feeling around, and he was watching us the whole time. I knew what was going on. Then his buddies walked, and his buddy tried to stop, so I said, get on down the street. So he was back there still waiting, delaying. And I knew what he was finna do. Come right up here and play like, oh, I'm looking at this, and look it up and try to say, hey, man, y'all doing a good job. But it's straight bullshit. You see? So I like, get on down the street.
I've read the Bible in the Bible.
You don't know the Bible. You don't know. Get on down the street. Get on down the street.
It says, 1 Peter 4 and 5, who shall give an account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh.
Oh, go back to Job.
So this is Job. Back in Job 30. Back in Job 30 and 6, it says to dwell in the clefts of the valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks. Among the bushes they braided.
Yeah, when they say among the bushes they braided, if you watch Home Improvement, when they make that noise, when he make that noise, that's what they was doing. You see, that's the way their speech sound when they was pushed into the mountains. So-called white people, the Edomites, the devil that the Bible speaks of, right?
So,
that's their biblical nationality.
You're calling me a white person,
right? That's their biblical nationality, right? Now, they were pushed into the mountains, and they sound like donkeys too. Sound like donkeys. Okay. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question right quick.
It says among the bushes, they braided under the nettles. They were gathered together.
My ethnicity.
They were children of
What do you think my nationality is?
Yeah, children of base men.
They were children of food, children of base men. They was low. They was the lowest of the low on the earth. But now they in the rulership. So they're going to be brought back down when they go into captivity. Pursuant to Revelation 13th chapter, 9 and 10, verse 9 and 10. Go ahead.
Done. It says, they were children of food, children of base men.
They ain't changed. Ain't none of that changed. They just raised up. That's why when you look at the earth and see how it's governed, you can't even drink the water that's coming out the faucet. You got to go buy bottled water. You see? They still fools. Ain't nothing changed. They just raised up, man. They just ruling right now. Go ahead.
They were viler than the earth.
They were viler than the earth. Look up the word viler. You see? So ain't nothing changed about it. But see, when you understand the scriptures, when you understand the scriptures and the prophecies, and you understand about rulership, you know that the Heavenly Father raised these devils up. Okay? You know that through the Spirit, if the Heavenly Father and His Son supping with you, and you able to navigate through the scriptures and see the truth and the reality, what's going on the earth, and know who the kingdom is for, and know who the chosen people are.
Hebrews 52:17, it says nakah, that word valor, to strike, to scourge, smite, to smite, that is to drive away, to be violent.
Yeah. So basically they was basically violent. You know, you had to fight them off. You see? So that's what you had to do, man, when we pushed them in the mountains. Okay? And before that kingdom fall, who the world enemy called Jesus gonna light them up, man. Because they ain't gonna go down without a fight. You're gonna have to light them up, man. And that's what's taking place when you look at what's going on in the Middle East through the alternative media, not Fox and CNN. Because that ain't nothing but bubblegum news. That's to keep you asleep. Because if they truly knew what was going on around the world, these people be in a panic. So the government set up by the Rothschilds, they don't want the masses of the people knowing what's going on because they like to do a lot of things in secret. But it's gonna be an element of surprise when America fall, man. These people gonna be in shock, man. When martial law martial law declared in America and you got military troops all over the street, these people gonna be in shock. Like, what's going on? They can't do that. And they the first one gonna get shot, put to death, and put in the concentration camp. Go ahead.
John, verse 9, and now I am their song. Yeah, I am their byword.
Yeah, now I'm their song and their byword. They look at us as entertainment, as y'all the joke. You see? But reality gonna strike. The truth gonna strike on who the lowest of the earth is. So-called white man. Truth gonna come out. And it's coming out right now. As we speak. And the Heavenly Father and His Son is raising us up to know the truth and who the chosen people are. Go ahead.
They have whored me. They flee far from me.
Yeah, they look at us. We move into a neighborhood. They all scatter and say, there go the neighborhood. It's going down. They all scatter and start moving out even further. You know, as if we the disease, when they are the disease, and nobody wants to point the finger at them. You ask them who ruling the earth, they'll look up at the sky and say, well, I don't know. So-called white man ruling. We don't own the banks. We don't own the police force. We don't own the hospital. We don't own none of that.
Nobody owns it. The state owns it.
See that? Stupid. That's why I said get down the street, man. That's why I said get down the street. Get down the street. That's not for you. But we don't want to hear your opinion, your views on nothing.
Why?
We don't want it because you're an idiot. Because you are an idiot. I just said who ruling the earth. You said nobody, the government, the Rothschild rule everything. You are idiot. Get down the street, man. Go ahead.
It says they abhor me. They flee far from me and spare not to spit in my face.
Yeah, that's what they do. So when we was in slavery, that's what they would do. Would spit on us, you know, let dogs go on us. That's what they would do.
Yep.
To the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because they got the natives and the Latinos first. All those things that you see that they come up with in these movies, like a movie called The Help, 12 Years a Slave, who else? Name some.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom. A lot of those things they did to the Negroes, they got the so-called Latinos and the Native Americans first. Rosewood, they got them first, and then they implemented it on the so-called Negroes when we came over on the transatlantic slave trade, man. You see?
What was the other one?
You had the so-called Hispanics jumping off cliffs and committing suicide because of slavery was so harsh. You had the women and the men separated, and you had the women in the fields chopping, doing field work with the babies on their breasts, and then they would feed them certain kind of foods that would not produce milk, that drop the milk in the breast, and the baby would die off, and the work was so hard and so heavy on the Hispanic and the Indian woman, so to speak, that they would die off, and the men would be in the mines hunting for gold, and they would drop dead. So a lot of that slavery and those acts was committed on the natives and the Hispanics first. You see? But they hide that history, man. They hide that shit. Go ahead.
Psalms 50 and 21.
Go ahead.
It says, these things have thy done, and I kept silent.
Yeah, these things have I done.
Have thy done.
And
I kept silent.
The so-called white man have done, and he have kept silent. The Heavenly Father have kept silent. He have basically ain't sentenced him to judgment yet. You see? Physically. He's slapping the hammer down on the now through the internet and through prophecy. But physically, he ain't did bodily harm to him as a nation of people. I ain't talking about as an individual. I'm talking about as a nation. Go ahead.
It says, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
Yeah, you thought the Heavenly Father was with you because you were doing all these things and nothing didn't happen to you. For so long, you were doing it to the children of Israel, which you knew because you had records. You see? You had records. You had the Jesuits come over here and write down what the natives were doing. You was keeping track on what we was doing over there in Europe and in Africa and in Spain.